I have to admit it. We baby boomers are a mess. We are a mess. Now, we're not completely whacked out. We've done some very creative things in our generation. But we brought the world to the brink. Look at where we are now environmentally. We did that. How did we get this way? I think it has to do with shame. Our generation had a very deep, dark strain of shame. Where did that come from? Well, I think it came from post-traumatic stress disorder. Because those of us who are baby boomers grew up with at least one parent that more than likely saw some pretty horrific things in World War II. I know that my father, in an unguarded moment or two, would tell me tales of seeing friends die or horrendously wounded. And looking back on that, I think, how could somebody 19, 18, 20 years of age go through those experiences and not come out unscathed? Maybe that explained the anger and the bad things he used to say to me that tried to infuse me with shame. So, we good old baby boomers, we had a solution for that back in the 80s and 90s. We self-medicated. I'm not talking about LSD and pot. I'm talking about the self-help movement. Remember that? A lot of people sprung up, healing the child within and things like that. There was one person in particular, his name's John Bradshaw, I think. He wrote a classic called Healing the Shame That Binds. And that came to me when I was thinking about this gospel lesson. Because often when I preach, I talk about, gotta look inside, gotta work on the inside, and yada, yada, yada. Well, there's times when we need to look around us as well. Because one thing that systems like, whether it's a family system, a business system, a school system, they like this. Equilibrium. Start doing that, people get upset and stressed. Change happens. No, we don't like it. We like this. Equilibrium. So don't change. You don't change either. You'll mess up eight on it. Both of you. You don't change. You be who you are right now. And one thing that John Bradshaw did, he had a huge mobile up on stage when he did his video. He'd walk over and he'd say, this mobile represents a family system. And let's say this one changes, and he shook it. Then the whole mobile starts moving. We don't like that. So that came to mind with this gospel lesson and the last statement that Jesus makes. Remember what that was? It's a long gospel lesson. Man, waiting for get through John and all these long gospel lessons. The last statement was, unbind him and let him go. I got to think about that. I've got to look at myself and understand, when do I, through my projection of validation and expectation, when do I grab somebody and hold them in place, keep them from being the person God created them to be? When do I bind them in cloths of death? Because that's what it is. If I keep somebody from being who God created them to be, I'm holding them in a place of death. See, resurrection's hard work. Not the resurrection that's way out there. I'm talking about the resurrections we have now. Those moments when I realize that shame that binds me cannot hold me in a tomb anymore, and I step out. Only find somebody out there saying, wait a minute, you don't need to come out here. It's awful bright out here. Why don't you just get right back in that tomb? Maybe I do that too. unbind him. Let him go. Do I have the courage to do that? Do I have the courage to do that for you, for my wife, for my kids? Do I have the courage to let them be who they are? That's the word of grace that I got from the gospel lesson this morning. Unbind him. Unbind her. Let him, let her go.